Hi there, welcome back to Auto Notes. Today I'm going to help you and walk you through the document setting feature. This allows you to create preset templates for your documentation that is going to be generated by the AI. So if there's a particular language that you want to use, either when you refer to your clients or yourself as a therapist, counselor, psychologist, I'm going to help you configure that so that you have it preset for all of your notes moving forward. So let's get into it. I'm going to start in the individual progress note and I'm going to work my way down all the way to the bottom to this template setting area. And so here you're going to see a couple of things. The top portion, we're going to configure the terminology as I mentioned earlier. Now, do you want to refer to yourself as a provider, coach, counselor, psychologist? If you have a preference for anything in particular, you can select that here. For me, my go-to is always therapist. I just feel more comfortable with that, and it's okay if you don't, because you have options to select from there. Also, person receiving the services, right? So are you referring to those individuals as members, clients, patients, whatever you decide? And again, depending on what environment you're working in, it's going to make more sense for you to choose one or the other, and you have that choice here. And so I'm going to stick with client as a private practice clinician. Here you also see the pronouns, right? Client pronouns, we have the she, her, hers, he, him, his. You could also add additional, right? We could add they, them. And if there are other terms that you use in your practice, because it's all about creating an inclusive space for the clients that we serve, you can certainly add more here. And the most important thing that you want to keep in mind here is that we save everything that we do, because this is going to help standardize it so that when you use it, you never have to fix this again unless you want to. As we go back down to the bottom, we're going to configure individual progress note templates. So if you are somebody that may not love a DAP format, perhaps you love SOAP, perhaps you love the GURP format, you can select that here and it is going to be standard. Every time you open the platform, it's going to automatically default to the particular note that you identify here. So you will select that here. We're going to keep DAP for me. That's my preference. And then there are some advanced settings here in terms of description paragraph, additional instructions. So as you can see here, it says any direct quotations from clients would go here, and anything else that you think may be relevant that you want to make sure is encapsulated into the note, you could also put there. Assessment, paragraph, additional instructions, any interventions that you use along with metrics from the client. Right. So if there's something that you want to add into addition to that, you just write it in. I could say something like, any mention of clients' experience with particular diagnosis. And of course, my Grammarly is always gonna check up on me, and so that is the advanced setting there. And I can hide that, or can create it so that it shows. And also, if you decide that you want to also get rid of certain things within your assessment or within your template, you can check it or uncheck it, right? So the risk assessment is somewhere in the towards the bottom area as you're working your way towards a mental status exam. And so I think it says something up to the nature of progressing, needs maintenance, so you can decide to remove that or you can decide to add that. So that's a really cool feature there. Modalities, right? We know there's a whole bunch of modalities that are mentioned in the statements piece. And so you can have it taken away or you can keep it there. And then also with the diagnoses, right? When the note is finally generated by the AI, there can be a primary diagnosis, secondary, tertiary, or if you decide, hey, I just want my primary and secondary, that's it, I don't need anything else, you can simply check it or uncheck it, right? And so that's how you can keep that as a standard for your particular notes. And then finally, the mental status exam. As you can see right now, it's taking into account the affect, mood, physical, speech, behavior. But if there's a category that you feel should be added or should be missing or is missing, and you want to add to your personal mental status exam for your notes, you can add that here, right? And so deciding what you want it to be, and then and write it in, right? So whatever it is that you want to put in, you can add here. And then in that same respect, if there was something that you wanted to get rid of, you would hit this red delete button or this red trash button. And then that We're going to go up, we're going to save everything that we just fixed. And then that is how you create your document setting so that it's automatically defaulted to the way you like it. It's all about customization. It's all about making sure that it's convenient and easy for you to use to get your notes done in a quick and lovely way by the AI. Let me know if you have any questions, and you take care.